Welcome. My name is Bob Muenkel. You may know me as Uncle Muenkel. Today we explore sleep trackers. How do they work? And are they really accurate? Before we begin, let's thank our sponsor, Englander. Englander has been changing the way people sleep since 1894. When I was a retailer, I loved selling Englander mattresses because they are innovative and they're designed and built right here in the United States, and that matters a lot today. They also pay attention to the details. Today's Englander mattresses look and feel great. Best of all, they care about the success of your business. To learn more about Englander, contact Lou Page, President and CEO, or call your local sales representative. Tell them Uncle Muenkel sent you. One more thing. Stay tuned to the end for a special discount offer on all Uncle Muenkel online training. So let's learn about sleep. Class is now in session. Time for Fun Facts with Bob. So what's the deal about all these sleep trackers that we hear about? So now that you know enough about sleep, let's sort of reason this through. There are different types of sleep trackers. There are passive sleep trackers that may be underneath your mattress, and they may be part of a motion base or really just a separate device that's underneath your mattress. There's also wearables. These are watches and wristbands and things of that sort, okay? So let's think of how these things work. First, let's say, I'll tell you right up front, there is nothing more accurate than an actual sleep study where you go to a clinic and they wire you up. They're attaching electrodes and sensors all over your body, and then they monitor your sleep. Nothing is more accurate than a sleep study. So let's begin with that. So all the wearables and the sleep trackers will always fall short of a sleep study. But let's see what they do well and what they don't. Let's take a wearable. If you look at light sleep and deep sleep, well, they're very similar because one, let's see, we have low heart rate. Okay, check, that's both. We have low blood pressure. Check, that's both, right? We have, let's see, we have low respiration rates, right? Slower breathing. Check, that's both. We have low core body temperature. Check. So, I mean, if you look at light sleep and deep sleep from the outside, looking at a sleeper, unless someone is moving during light sleep, how could you possibly tell? And a tracker is going to think light sleep and deep sleep are the same until you move. The tracker will know that movement occurs during light sleep. And when movements occur, it's going to assign that to light sleep. But we're not constantly moving during light sleep. There are times when we're still for long periods of time. So is that deep sleep? Is it light sleep? How would it know? It may not. So it has to make a guesstimate. It has to use the programming or the algorithms to figure out, okay, how much of this still sleep is light sleep or deep sleep? So it's not going to get your light sleep and your deep sleep 100% accurate. It'll probably do a pretty good job. It'll certainly pick up light sleep every time you're moving. That's pretty obvious, all right? But once you're still, and you're still for a period of time, well, it's got to make a guess. Are you deep sleep? Are you light sleep? And that's what it's going to assign. Now, when you get to REM sleep, oh, they're much better at tracking that. Why? Because all these things are elevated. So your heart rate is higher, your blood pressure is higher, right? Your respiration becomes more rapid. So these are pretty easy to pick up by the wearables and the passive devices underneath your mattresses. So these devices are actually going to do a pretty good job of picking up your REM sleep. Where they get confused is light sleep and deep sleep. And sometimes they get confused on when you've fallen asleep, which is interesting. Have you ever had a wearable and you look at your sleep report and it says that it took you 1 hour and 20 minutes to fall asleep, and you're like, dude, I was asleep within 20 minutes. It was not 1 hour and 20 minutes. So again, but I would share with you this, even though sleep trackers have these sort of built-in inaccuracies, it doesn't mean you shouldn't use one. If you can, you should, because there's an old adage, what gets measured gets done. And if you're not tracking your sleep, well, you're oblivious to your sleep. But if you are tracking your sleep, even with these small variances, you at least can have a good read as to what's going on at night. And you can take actions in order to enhance the amount of deep sleep and REM sleep you get on a per night basis. So I would encourage you to use a sleep tracker if you can. Just know, it's not the gospel. Only a true sleep study at a clinic will actually capture all of the right information at the right time. Do you use a sleep tracker? Do you find it helpful? Has it changed your approach to sleep? This chapter is part of a deep dive into the subject of sleep. You'll find the full sleep course and many other courses at allinonemattressexperts.com. As a special thank you for tuning in today, use the coupon code SAVE50% to save 50% on all our classes at allinonemattressexperts.com. I want to thank Englander for sponsoring Uncle Muenkel content. Call or email Lou Page to learn how Englander can help your business thrive. Thanks for joining me today.